Happy Sunday, May 24th. We are getting close to the end of May. I hope you have a great weekend since we have tomorrow off for Memorial Day weekend. You will notice this box is empty. Once upon a time, there were a bunch of small mini instruments in here, including the guitar pen. Ladies and gentlemen who remember, I have found the guitar pen. Somehow it miraculously appeared in here and it has been recovered. So these instruments were taken out to go to their respective instrument family. Music has 4 families of instruments. We have the percussion instruments, interesting word to say, especially as a youngster, string family, brass family, and the woodwind family. And they are divided and categorized by how you play. Shake, strike, hit, percussion. That's how you know it's a percussion now. You also strike a piano to play, but it also has some pianos have strings. This is an upright piano. So some people might say it's a percussion instrument. Some people might say a piano is a string instrument. If you look up on posters, they're all different. So there's still a debate going on whether it belongs to percussion or string family. Okay, string families have strings you bow to play, some you pluck. And here is my cello. I don't have a viola. Here is my violin. And here is the guitar pen. Brass families are made from brass material. You buzz your mouth to create an embouchure to play them. Here's my trumpet. Here's my French horn. My trombone got a little bit twisted. Sorry about that. Woodwind you blow, but in a different technique. The flute you blow over the hole. Some of these instruments have reeds. Some of them have a double reed. This is a bassoon. My clarinet. Ooh, almost got the cookie in there. And my saxophone. Okay? So here, I've added a couple music values. A quarter note is equal to 1 beat, so that's what my quarter note looks like. If I add a flag to it, it's only, so if you take a look at this, it's almost the same thing. Add a flag, it's a half a beat. And this is my musical GPS telling me what notes to use. It's sometimes called a G clef, but it is also called a treble clef. So I am now going to remove my instruments, my notes, and I'm going to see if you can guess where the cookies go. See if what you remember. Okay. Almost done with the percussion family. So here we go. We did the best with the shape here, but let's start with this instrument. What do you think? Percussion? Raise your hand. String? Correct. This is a cello, and it belongs not only in my mouth, but in the string family. Can we find a percussion instrument? I don't think I have a percussion instrument. Now, however, I'm going to put the piano there because I think the piano is kind of a percussion instrument. I also find it hard to find the most accurate looking cookie because of the dimension of the piano. Okay, so now where do I put this note? This is a quarter note. Is it worth a half a beat? Notice it doesn't have a flag. Is it worth 1 beat? If you said 1 beat, you were correct. Now let's take that quarter note and add a flag to it. And I now have an 8th note, and that is worth half a beat. Remember that the timing is common time. It's a 4/4 time, so that in a different time signature, it would be different. Have a different value. So now let's take a look at this, which is one of the clefs of music. There are more than one. It is a treble clef, and it's sometimes called a G clef because as you draw it, it circles around the G note. We have, my friends, 4 instruments, left. The trumpet came big. So here's our trumpet. Is trumpet a woodwind? Or is it a brass? It is a brass. How about these two? It's interesting because there's almost, you would think it was somewhat similar, but you can see differences. And this is your guitar, which is a string, right? And here is your violin. All right, and we will finish with the only woodwind I could find on the internet, the saxophone, which is a woodwind instrument, woodwind family. So we have now officially categorized a few notes and some of our instruments from the families. And now the last thing left to do is to eat the cookies. Have a great weekend. I will see you next week.